Alright, so this video is for new users and to show you how to use the control on a new A Series. This is a 2023 model. So first thing you want to do is tap the screen and it's going to bring up these two little icons. So what you want to do is actually drag the small one over to the larger one, and that unlocks the screen for you. So now we're here at the home screen, and notice there's a couple things going on. It's going to show you the temperature that you have it set at. Right here it would also display the temperature of the water. Right now it doesn't have a current temp. And then over here you have your pumps. So this one has two pumps on it. Pump one, you tap that, and that puts the pump on low speed. If you tap it one more time, that engages the pump to high speed. And one more time and it'll turn it back off. Same thing would happen with pump 2. Again, it's a 2-speed pump. This one has a waterfall, so if you tap the waterfall icon, the waterfall will come on. And again, just tap it one more time and that shuts it back off. Cool little button here, this inverts the screen, so if you're in one of these front seats, you can flip the screen upside down so you can make some changes if you need to. Over here we have the music. So this one actually has music on it. If you tap that, it brings you into the music screen, and this is where you can cycle through the songs, adjust the volume. You can actually go further into this, adjust the subwoofer, the balance, the fade, and you can also change the source, whether you want to do Bluetooth, which is the most common. You can do FM radio, USB, or auxiliary control. Anytime you're in one of these sub menus, if you tap the thermometer icon up here, it'll bring you back to the home screen. So I'm going to tap that. Alright, and we also have the lights. So if you tap this little light bulb, it's going to bring you to the light settings. Notice there's interior and exterior. The interior, if you tap that and it's highlighted blue, that means it's on. Same thing with the exterior. And then under interior there is light settings. So if you tap that, this is where you can change your colors, whatever color you like. You can either have a solid color or you can set it on one of these two that cycle through all the colors. One is just going to cycle through faster than the other. I'm going to jump back. The exterior doesn't change colors, but it does have a timer setting. So you can go in here, you can program it to come on at 9:30 p.m. if you want, and off at 11, and you would just check that, and that would enable the timer setting for the exterior lights. Okay, take it back to the home screen. So there we go. Now it's actually calibrated the water. It is at 100. This is a blue icon, means that it's actually cooling, because I have it set at 96. Water temp is at 100. Thank you to the ambient heat here in Florida. And it's going to stop heating and try to drop down to that 96 range that I'm looking for. You may also see this as a red icon. If it's red, that means it's heating and it's going the opposite direction. At the very bottom, it shows that I'm in super energy, and we'll get into that in just a moment, the different filtration cycles you can set it at. Oops, went to sleep on me. You'll also get reminders that pop up here at the bottom as well, so be on the lookout for those. We're going to dive into that in just a second. So the little gear wrench here is for settings. Tap that icon, and here's what I'm talking about. The water care, that's different settings you can put it on. You got away from home, standard, super clean, energy saver, or weekender. Refer to the owner's manual for further detail on how those operate. I just want to show you something here. You can customize these. So if you tap the little pencil icon right there on the corner, there we go. And this is where you can actually change the filtration cycles. I have mine set up on 6 a.m. for 2 hours and 9 p.m. for 2 hours. But if you tap these individual ones, you can change it. So if you just want a Monday through Friday, only a certain day, or whatever, you can change the start time and the duration all right here. Once you made your changes, you just hit the check mark and it will save it for you. Okay, so back to settings. The reminders I told you about, they are right here in this. So it's going to show you to rinse the filter out with a hose. That's every 30 days. Clean it in the solution every 60. See, I'm getting pretty close on these. And then change the water every 90 days. Have a spot checkup. And if you need to reset all of them, you can do it at the bottom. Or if you just want to do them individually, maybe you just did the filter, you just tap that, hit the check mark, and it'll reset that timer for you. Okay, and then when you first get your spa, you're going to set up the date and time, which is right here. You tap that, and you just set the date, you scroll it, set it to whatever the date is, and it will save it for you. And same thing with the time, you just want to plug that correct time in, and you'll be good to go. Alright, so sleep mode right here, all that does is just put the screen to sleep. Some of you may have that on your home screen as well. It does the same thing. Standby, so whenever you're taking the filter out, it's always a good practice to put your spa in standby. So you just tap that button right there in the icon. It keeps all the pumps off for 30 minutes, gives you enough time to get the filter out, clean it, put it back in. It'll automatically turn itself back on, but in this case I'm going to hit the X and re-engage this system. Alright, so you do have a lock as well. You can program a lock with a code, so only you can know it and only you can operate your spa. Again, the invert button, this is duplicated, same thing as that button. And then they do have a contrast, so you can go in here, switch to day or night, just change the contrast of the screen. And then this is for electrical configuration. Not much in there for you to mess with, that's more for the technicians. Alright, and if you have any further questions, just feel free to call us at the store. Thank you.